Hello everyone, Marga here. Today I'm going to make a Lavinia scenery and here are the stamps I used so far. I'm going to use more, but I have made the scenery already, so later on under the video I put all the stamps I used and all the materials I used, so when you want to see them, look at that. I must put them on the side of me. Here you see the scenery I already stamped, and you see here the small Christmas trees, the new ones I did in the second generation. So first I stamped it on a piece of paper, and the second time I stamped it on my scenery. So I already did some flowers and some leaves and yeah, the trees. So I'm going to start with, and I want here a piece of paper so I can choose my, I prepared nothing. I only got some inks, Elements inks I think I'm going to use, and I look if that's the correct one. Yes, that's the correct one. And I start with the yellow. I want it in yellow and blue tones. And I want the yellow around the pumpkin. I must have it this way. So. And then I have my Mini Hills mask. And I'm going to use them for the first time, so I'm going to look which one I want. I think I want a little bit of the Mini Hill here, of a little bit down here. I go look if I'm in the middle of the camera. I forgot to look if I'm there. Yes. And then I want some darker. And I go look. I think I go straight to Russet Orange. Yes. And I wipe off a little bit because I don't want it too dark in the first degree. And you see there is a gap here. So I want some more of the lighter Sundance. Why did I stamp before I go ink? Because otherwise the video is so long. So I want not that white gap here. And later on I'm going to use some other stuff, but and I told you already I want it in the blue tones, so I think I'm going to start first with a light blue, and I think the Della blue is the lightest one, and I must have another brush then, bigger brush. So just some paper, and I'm starting in the corner, and I'm going to the orange. My bracelets away so that I make no noise. I don't want to start with a darker one. Start with a lighter one, then you can always make it darker on a later point. But when you start dark and it is not what you want, then you cannot change it anymore. So you see, I sometimes this with the brush and sometimes do that, so that you get all the ink off your brush. And you need a little bit patience to do the whole. This is, I think, 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters, so it's a big scenery. So you need a lot of inking. Oh, it's flying away. Maybe I can go now straight onto the paper because I otherwise lose too much. See, now it's getting more color. It's always so nice to work with sceneries, making, it's so relaxing. For me it's relaxing, maybe not for you, but for me it's so relaxing. I must have here some more blue. So, and I want it also at the bottom, so I'm also going to start from the corner to the I want most of the scenery with blue. I thought that was a nice thing, and not different colors but blue ones. I'm still hoping that Lavinia is going to make refills for their ink pads because mine are not very wet anymore. I still hope they going to do that. And I'm also going in a little bit in the light from the yellow. Oh, that was a little bit too much, but later on you don't see that anymore. I'm going to fix that with a little more blue from the outside. So now I've done the lighter one, and then I'm going to look which one I'm going to take, or the Blue Lagoon, and I'm going to a little bit on the, or the Blue Atoll. Blue Atoll is a little bit lighter, so I'm going to start with the Blue Atoll. Also from the side to the middle. But not so far as the lighter blue, which one I had, the Della blue. I must always think which one I used before. Sticky. You see, this one is more better than the other ink was. It's going a little bit faster. And this is the nicest thing to do. Stamping is also fun, but making the background and bring the whole thing to life, that is the most rewarding thing, I think. So I'm gonna look in the camera. Oh, I must work a little bit higher, I see. So the Blue Atoll and then the Blue Lagoon. And in the corner I use some more. In the middle I go not so far. Corners I want them dark. See, it's getting more, it's going more alive now already. Maybe it's boring for you to watch, but I don't like videos that runs fast, so I don't make videos that run fast myself. Also, I want here also a little darker. See, and now you see this is almost white, and I don't want that, so later on I'm going to make it a little bit more darker, and then I'm going to use the Dark Denim now, all with the same brush, because I wash that brush later on. The dark denim is not such an old color, so it's really wet. And especially around the corners. And you see it looks great, only with a little bit of yellow and the rest blue. Get already nice layout. So, and now I'm midnight blue, I think, is also a little darker, yes, but that I'm only doing in the corners. You can make it darker later on also, but I think it's dark enough now. I'm going to put the brushes away. And now I have here some pastels, and first want to do the yellows. A little bit more. You can also use palm pastels, just choose your pastel that you have. I have these and the palm pastels if I get them open. And these are handier in a video. So most of the time I use these ones. A little bit of that orange also. Yes. Then I'm going to look at my blues. Blue brush. I want that lighter one. See, it was too light, and now I'm making it a little bit more blue. And you see, you can still see the second generation trees. It's not a problem. white also. Have I got a brush in here with another color here? I hope you all see what I'm doing, because it's not much, but just that little bit. So. Now I want some blue, or shall I do it also with now I'm going to choose for the pastel pencils, and I have here the pastel pencils from Derwent, and I'm going to take out the indigo. I think the indigo is a nice color, and I want some trees, just a little. Otherwise they hanging in the air. You can do that also with the powders, with the pastels. See? This is getting more sense. Over the ink is always a little bit, where you have much ink, it's always go a little bit, how do I say that in English? Oh, sometimes I cannot come on the words. Oh, yes. Shall I do a little bit more powder also? Have I got... Is this the blue one? No, this was not the blue one. This is maybe dark. This is what I like to play with it and make it more live, and I'm not did know what I wanted to do and wanted to use before I started. I only had in my mind that I wanted the blue page, and now I want it under here also darker, so under the flowers. reindeer. I think it's gold reindeer. So this is the darkest one, I think. Shall I do a little bit of the dark small brush, really small brush, because I want it a little bit darker. Light blue, dark denim. And here, so. Yes, that's better. All things is laying in the way, and I'm busy. I'm making a mesh here. Maybe with the trees also here, a little bit darker. I'm liking it already. So I do a little bit here also. Not too much. Yes, I like this more. That's that. And now I'm going to take a nip of my drink because I'm very thirsty. And I'm going to take some new stamps with it, and I want to do this one. This is a new one. I wanted this also on the page. How big is my acrylic block? Is that big enough, or must I have a bigger one? I think it's big enough. The black, where is my black? Oh. I think I take another stamping tool. Where are my... This one is bigger, so I'm taking this one. So. My desk is bending a little bit, so I hope it's... You don't see it much. I think you don't see it, but I see it a little bit because it's the darker blue. You are going to see it better. See? More. Yes. Shall I do a little bit down under here? Or maybe I must do the trees first here, all the white thingies, yes. I love this one, I must say I love it. Really love it. I hope later on you see all the bells I have here. Now I want a little bit, not too much, but a little bit here. And I think on the other side also, just a little bit. So, yes. Put it aside. Do I need this? I think not. Now I have my Poscas. I have here blue ones. I shake them a little bit. I take the white one also. Now the fun is starting, and I'm going to start with a little bit of white here. I think my white is also, I must shake it a little better. I'm going to look if I have another one laying here. I have a basket full. This is I use them a lot, so I think they are almost empty. First I'm making all white. And I put a white dot on the and I'm going to a little bit around here, and then I rub it off also here. Not too much, but this was too. So a little bit at her face. You can also do that with a white pastel pencil, but I like it with my Posca. Just this I want also white. These I'm all making white, and later on I put some blue in it. Maybe this is too much to show in the video. Maybe I do a part of it, but then you don't see the end result. So I'm going to do it quick. I don't know how long I'm busy already. Here are the bigger flowers. Those you don't see as well with the dark blue on it, but if you are closer on it you can see it, so I can still see it. bigger one. Maybe it's faster. Oh. Oh. There's not coming a lot of by another bigger one. Yes, but I think that's the same problem. Here's the ball, don't. No, same problem. I must buy new ones. So the smaller one is the best one till now. So you go over the black flower, and I leave a little bit of the black on the side. And I think I'm going to do this side, and then I'm going to do the other side out of the camera, and I start a new one when I'm finished with it. And I'm going to do white on the trees. So I do this side, and then the other side I do outside of the camera. Then it's not such a long video for you. Yes, this is. And then here, I can see them, but you don't. Sometimes you must look at it a different way, then you see more of them, because this is really dark. So then at the top the light is shining in it, so I can see them then because of the light. Here I can see them better already. So I'm trying to do it I done them all? No, not. These are the biggest ones, and you have also the smaller ones. And the smaller ones you can only do this. Just dab your, and here I don't see them, so I dab just in the dark space where I think there are some of them. Right. So, and now I'm going to the blue, and I have here this is shimmer blue, but I don't want shimmer blue, I think. I think I start with the lightest one, and I start here. Oh, come on. Yes, this is too much now. Give me now the blue, yeah. And in every white dot here I do blue, and I think I must do the darker blue in the other ones, because here you don't see it much. So you go over what you made white, there you put some blue in it. And I know this one's with the lighter. And now this one's with the darker one. Then you have also different flowers. So I stay in the blues. Here I also want a little bit dark in it. Not the whole. Do one side. Only the bigger dots, not the smaller dots. Only the bigger. Maybe if this is dry, I'm going to do also a little bit of the light blue, but I don't know for sure. Maybe. or the shimmery blue I have also. The bigger ones, I give a little bit more blue. So, this one. Sometimes you must take your work and then look at it again. Take your work up, I mean. So, and I do a little bit with a darker blue, yes, on this white. So half of the white I make blue again, so not the whole thing. And I think I want some a little bit of the darker blue in the head also. See, it's nice, it's really nice. And I do a dot, a little dot in the middle of the round thingies on the dress. So, and then I take my white one again, or do I black in the middle? No, I do white in the middle. And I do some white in the middle of the blue. What's on here? Yes, now I put the camera off. I'm going to do the other side and then I'm coming back with you for the rest. Now, as you see, I have both sides done with the blue dots in the corners and the blues in the flowers with the white dots in it. Also, I did white dots in the light blue flowers so you can see them a little bit more. And now I want to do, I want it more dark under the legs here. And under the, it was not dark enough. I used a Stabilo All and I use a little water brush, not too wet. Wash it out. This thing too wet. And I want it a little bit darker on here. Not dark enough. A little bit here. on the legs of the reindeer a little bit. You see, it's much darker now. And then I missed some grass on it, but I have no stamp, so I have a Fineliner, and I'm going to put some grass here and there in between the a really fine liner, and I like it. Just a little bit here, maybe at the tree here. I think I want some here also. You see, it looks much better now. And then I want some stickles, and I have here the sunflower, because I wanted a little bit of the lamp, more shiny. And then it's almost done. I want to do one more thing, and then I need my splatter box. And I'm going to look if I can. And also with my splatter box, I have a lot of splattering going around, so I'm going to make a little bit from behind my box, because you don't see that, but if I splatter, my whole desk is full of splatter, so I try to do everything around the box with a kitchen towel. So I only must have my splatter brush, now my computer and my how do you say it, where I type it on my computer, that's all splatters. You don't believe it, but it's all splatters. Now I'm going to use the Dr. Pen White, Dr. P.H. Martin's Pen White. I like that one because it gives the drops on the paper. They don't go in the paper, but they stay on the paper. I'll show it to you later if I'm ready. So now I have water, and I have my LAVINIA brush. I think it's not wet enough, so I want not too much of the big drops. Come on. Where's I do it this way. I go stand up. See? I want a lot of few big dots. I think you see them in your screen. I must do a little bit more water, I think. A little bit more. Yeah, I like on this scenery a lot of white. Now I think it's enough. Oh, I have a blue. Now I take my box away and then you see what I did to, do you not see? You see all the kitchen towels? But I show it, and I hope you can see it. The drops are staying on top of the paper instead of in the paper, and that's what I like. I think it's finished. I can do more and more and more on it, but sometimes you must stop and say now it's done. And I think it's done, and I have a new album bought, and this one is going in this album. I'm going to give it a matte layer later on, and then I glue it down on in my album. I hoped you liked it, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.